Stay in Israel now. Joining us live is Israeli government spokesperson Eylon Levy. Eylon, thanks for your time. What are your thoughts on the humanitarian crisis that is increasing on the other side of the border? And would you be hoping for some kind of quick resolution when it comes to the Rafah border crossing with Egypt?
Thank you very much for having me on the show. Of course, like everyone in the world, I'm watching the images coming out of the Gaza Strip, and they're unpleasant to watch. I mean, they're difficult, and that is the reality of war. And I think it's important that we remember this is a war that Israel didn't start. It's a war that Israel didn't want. It's a war that Israel didn't even expect. But it's a war that Israel has been forced into by Hamas's act of war. It's war crime on the morning of the 7th of October with the October 7th massacre, when it invaded Israel and butchered 1,300 people, maimed nearly 4,000 people, took 200 people captive into the Gaza Strip. And this is the situation we find ourselves in. And Israel is, of course, determined to win this war. It's determined to win the war so that never again can Hamas have the capabilities to perpetrate such ISIS-style atrocities. And it's important that you mention the humanitarian question because, of course, Israel is taking all necessary steps to try to minimize civilian casualties in the Gaza Strip. No one here wants to see more casualties, and that's why Israel is encouraging the residents of the northern Gaza Strip to evacuate to the south so that they can get away from the combat zones, so that Israel can target the Hamas infrastructure in the northern Gaza Strip. Unfortunately, what we're seeing is Hamas physically setting up roadblocks in order to escape Palestinians, in order to stop Palestinians from escaping to the Gaza Strip, of course, in flagrant violation of international law, like everything this ISIS-style terrorist organization is doing. But Israel continues to urge the residents of northern Gaza Strip, please, for your own safety, temporarily get out of the areas where there is going to be some very difficult fighting in the coming days as Israel takes decisive action.